Are you serious? Are you serious? The collision of the cosmos. Planet X may be bringing a collision of the cosmos. The heavens are shaking, and there's no question that we've got a prophetic evening last night. 61 meteors. Are you serious? 61 fireballs is what they like to report it as, seen in the sky last night. Every night, folks, there are now fireballs being reported around the earth, but not at this number. 61. Matter of fact, the NASA all-sky cameras scan the skies above the United States for meteor fireballs, and automated software is now being used to help track the actual path in which each meteor is taking. And it's an incredible. They're coming from every different direction, but to have one night where 61 of them pierce through in the atmosphere. They're being seen all over the world. They're being reported. It's intensifying. It's exactly what Mike from around the world said was going to happen. And folks, the second wave of the 5 waves of energy is due December 26th. And here's the key. It's not like the world's going to come to an end on December 26th. But what it does say is this. Boom. We're going to feel this wave of energy, but it's followed by intense pressure, fireballs, earthquakes, volcanoes, potential apocalyptic or cataclysmic or catastrophic events, tsunamis. Not sure. We know the earth's going to shake, okay? We know it's going to shake, and there's a lot of debris. And we're not even to the second wave yet. You know, we've had the first wave last year, and some of you may not know, it was a small ripple wave. It hit on August the 17th, okay, 2015. Now, then in April of this year, we had a wave, a very small wave, but it was recorded and documented. BP Earthwatch was able to go back and retract and find that. Now, and then during the late September, I think it was, or in October, around October 14th, 15th, we had 3 waves, 3 days in a row. They were little ripples, but they definitely affected the Earth's magnetosphere, okay? It definitely affected it. And there's charts and graphs that show it. You can see it in real time, and BP Earthwatch spotted it. And I actually had BP Earthwatch and Mike Around the World come on my live show and discuss this. Now, the second wave is due, but already we've seen unbelievable auroras and now 61 fireballs last night, according to reports. They were all over the world. They were flying everywhere. And here's another report. NASA is admitting that they know where 1,743 potentially hazardous asteroids that are considered near-Earth objects of the Earth. They have them located. They know they have named them. They know their size and approximate time they will go by the Earth. None of them are projected to hit us. But oh, by the way, neither was the one that hit in Russia. They didn't have that one listed. Remember that one, February of 2013? And 2 months ago, the one that hit in Australia, that one wasn't listed. And 4 years ago, the one that hit and killed a person in Argentina, that one wasn't listed. Matter of fact, NASA has listed right now 1,743 potential hazardous asteroids. They have listed, all of which are near-Earth objects, none of which are projected to hit us. Matter of fact, NASA has never predicted an asteroid to hit us, yet we have been hit several times. What I'm telling you is, if you're waiting on NASA to put it up on the chart, the size, the name, and the day it's going to deep impact, you're never going to see it. They're only going to tell us about the ones they know, they see, they're going by. And the 61 fireballs that was in the sky last night, none of those are even on the charts are because they're considered meteors or fireballs. They're not incoming asteroids. What I'm trying to say to you is we are on the brink of the collision of the cosmos. The collision of the cosmos is taking place like a pinball, and at some point as Planet X or Nibiru or Planet 7X, as Gil Brazard says it, or Planet Number 9, like NASA's renamed it, or, whatever you want to call it, call what you want, binary system, a part of the Jupiter system, call it whatever you want to call it, whatever is it that God is using. And remember, God is doing it. Whatever this object, this huge, massive pull that's on the entire solar system and is shaking the heavens and is breaking loose the cosmos. There's a collision of the cosmos. Something's breaking loose the asteroids, the meteorites, the fireballs. And Jesus said this was going to happen. And Paul warned of the great shaking both in the heavens and on the earth. And Isaiah prophesied it in Isaiah 24. He even talks of a pole shift in Isaiah 24 verse 1 when he says the earth is going to flip upside down. He even tells us that we'd hear songs in the heavens and noises, boom, from the earth, from the pit. And we're hearing these. These are the sounds of the apocalypse. And as that's all happening, folks, you can know the earth is going to reel and rock like a drunken man. Isaiah said it in the same chapter, Isaiah 24, verse 20. So what I'm telling you is this. We're on a collision course with destiny. We're on a collision course with Christ. You're either going to meet Christ in the air, in his glorified body, you change in the moment of a twinkling of an eye, or you're going to meet the wrath of God on a collision course with humanity's judgment, when the wrath of God and the seals are broken, poured out upon this planet, and the men are going to run for the rocks and the mountains, and they're going to cry to them to fall on them and to hide them from the face of him that sits on the throne. I'm promising you something. Every knee is going to bow. Every tongue is going to confess. Every eye is going to behold him. They're going to confess that he's the King of kings, the Lord of lords. Whether you believe it or not, the hour is coming. Are you serious? It is the coming apocalypse. Give your life to Jesus Christ and get the joy of the Lord. Because are you afraid, Pastor Begley? No. I'm not afraid at all, because the Bible says when I see these signs that I'm to look up. When I see these things coming to pass, here it is. There shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things that are coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and there's going to be a collision in the cosmos. Then shall you see the Son of Man. It says, look up. Right then, when you see all these things happening, look up. Lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh, because you will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. All right, and when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Are you saved? Jesus is the way.